Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin in Tucson, Arizona. Thanks for joining me today. You guys asked for it, and so we're going to deliver Crackageddon. Today we're doing a Crackout video full of nothing but Crackouts because that's what you like. But anyways, while you're here, just remember to like, share, subscribe. Do the YouTube things. Also, some caveats here before I get into this video. Please remember, don't try this at home, kids. Really, if you like certified coins, don't buy them in these holders or these holders. Just so you know, this is a large group of coins that we got in holders such as these, and we did actually try to pick coins that looked nice as opposed to just putting coins in randomly. So we did not go for the shotgun approach. We went ahead and tried to hone in, laser in on some coins that look nice. So don't try cracking out. Don't try making money this way. If you want certified coins, buy certified coins. If you like raw coins, buy raw coins. And if you like this channel, go ahead and subscribe. 1883.0 Morgan dollar. This weird holder said MS66 on it, and didn't have any annotations from us. And you guys can guess how they did. Our main goal with these was to get some coins that looked nice and make sure they all straight grade and try to get the highest grade coins out of the group. Now, we sent in probably just a fraction of the group of these coins that were probably sold by some mail order company. 83.0 MS64. So pretty good, pretty good. I actually kind of thought that coin was going to come back maybe a little bit higher than that. Next up, we have one of these Numis Trust Corporations, Newman, MS66. Someone downgraded it to a 65. Let's see how PCGS looked at this coin. And it's a nice looking coin all around. That flatness in the ear is pretty typical of the New Orleans mint coins. That is not wear, folks. That is right where you want to see it. That is just normal looking ear for these guys. You know how boxers have ears that look different? So do some Morgans. And lots of little chatter marks on the back. I think especially got that big hit under the E. Looks like someone tried to underline it. And so that guy came back a 4. So 6 to a 5 to a 4. Next up, we had a guy that they called a 7, and someone else said, no, this is a 6 on this 85.0. So we'll see what PCGS thought. All around a very pleasing coin, a little bit toning to it. This is something that you'll see on coins that were in those old holders that were not airtight. You'll definitely start to see some toning on. A little bit here, a little bit there. You know, just kind of a nice original looking coin to it. MS65. So once again, one of our goals here was to make it actually kind of worthwhile. So forgive us if we did okay on some of these. An MS67-66, another combo here that we'd sent in. Once again, they found good, clean looking coins overall, although I should just show you some of the coins. You know, there was a coin back there that was graded mint state. I don't know what, and the coin looked like it was an AU. So there were plenty of coins in here that were pretty rough. Really kind of like an extra nice reverse on that. You do have the hit above the eagle's head there. Some stuff in the field to the right. And MS65. Not too shabby. So we also did, some of the coins that we pulled out were a little bit better date, and some of them had like just kind of fun surface attributes. And here's another 66, 67 type coin. And this guy. So this one I really liked. Like this guy, so far this is my favorite. The super clean field, super clean cheek. Gentle tone. So, you know, I liked it the best, so maybe it'll come back a 2. Oh, look, they called it a 5. Well, that's nice. I mean, there's one that I liked, and they called it a good grade. That's always fun. A 66-67 combo on, this one's an 86 Philly. You know, the 86 Phillies just come kind of not attractive. How would I put this? Is there a politically correct way to call a coin unattractive? So they do come, I think, just without a lot of eye appeal. Now, this is actually struck through. So this is not on the label. So we'll probably do something different with this coin now that I see it. that is a strike-through error over the shoulder of the bird. So there we go, MS65. Nice looking coin. I'm just sticking this one out here for posterity, hilarity. 1886 MS67, 66. Once again, somebody kept downgrading in one grade. All right, this one is interesting. It does have a little bit of a different look to it than the other ones have. But also, I wonder who wrote the Book of Love. So this one came back uncleaned. And I'm just trying to see here how I feel about this coin as a whole. If I'm going to follow their line on this. There's a part of me that thinks, yeah, you've got like a light wipe, I think, at the most. It goes a little dark like that angle. You don't want to see it go dark that fast. As the light, obviously, if the light moves away from it entirely, it'll always go dark. But when it goes dark early, it's problematic. All right. Next up, we have an 1887 PCI. Good to switch it up a little bit. MS65 Reno. All right, MS65. Yeah, these Philly mints, the 86, 87, and you see it on the ones that become more rare dates. I don't know what it is that I find them just not that attractive. They usually have a decent strike to them compared to some of the New Orleans mints and San Francisco mints. Of course, that depends on what era we're talking about. But this one came back a 5+, and I just don't find it to be anywhere near as attractive. I think it's because they're just not sometimes as frosty. So the New Orleans mints come in lots of different ways. So like you'll see these dates like the 85-0, which there's really nice uncirculated. This has luster and frost to it that reminds me more of some of those earlier like 79S Morgans. And so that's like the attractiveness issue. Also, a lot of those 82340 Morgans come with a proof-like finish to them. All right, that's still my favorite one. The 65+, I'm not as impressed with. But I will say that was the first upgrade, right? PCI had that in a 5-holder. 87 ACG, this was in a 66 holder. And I almost like this coin better than that previous one. It's got just a little bit of chatter. I just think it has a nicer look to it. It has better eye appeal for me. A little bit more chatter on the cheek than the previous coin. So MS65. Nice little group of dollars here. Common dates, and if those of you who are collecting during COVID and you saw the prices go like over $200, it's a nice time to get back into the marketplace where you've seen, nice MS65 Morgans trade well below that. MS68 to 66. Somebody notched this down 2 grades. 68, y'all. That's takes some chutzpah. And this guy here, once again, the contact marks, how heavy they are and where they are. So this coin actually, I think, has much, much nicer fields than some of the other ones we've looked at. And yet you look at the chin, and at that angle, you start seeing some of those little marks that are going to be detrimental to the overall grade of the coin. But the fields on this are so much nicer than those other fields were, in my opinion. Another 65. So the front half of the scoreboard here is filling up pretty good. We've got next up a PCI, a little bit better date, this MS61 1887 San Francisco mint. And I like that they put the mintage on there. That's just kind of fun. Oh, great. So 61. And you see a coin here that's got some interesting kind of like iridescent color to it at certain angles. So this is, so once again, you see some of that toning is very reminiscent, like I was talking about earlier. You'll see this, for me, you see a lot of this in the ASCII grade holders, ACG, but some of the PCI holders also not airtight, and they'll start to get this kind of tone to it. Kind of like some of the highlights there got toned over. A little bit of iridescence, but a lot of chatter. So 61 to 61. So that's good because you still got the straight grade out of the coin after all is said and done. Most of these, by the way, those 65s are probably $175-ish coins. The ones that came back 64 on a lot of those common dates are like half that price. 1888.0, so this was in a PCI 65 holder. And 88.0's tougher coin to get in 65, unlike the 85.0. And you see a lot of little marks on this guy. And we'll see where the eagle has landed here. MS64, so we had a 65 to a 64 on that guy. Guy's probably about $100 coin-ish in 64. Next up, this one's fun. This one was an 88.0 and a 4PL. You can tell 100% toned. Kind of had fun with some of these labels back in the day. And it is, I got to get the right. Yeah, let me do the back first here to give you an idea of kind of what this 64 PL looks like from a distance, and then up close you get to see a combination of it was already toned. We know that because it was labeled toned, which in a way is helpful. It's kind of like the difference between an older holder that says PL, that says, pardon me, on a copper coin that says proof like. You know what? I'm just in the proof like mood here. Older copper coins that say brown, or red. So you have something historical to say, well, this is what the coin was like. So anyways, it's got a tremendous amount of proofness to it. A lot of the color is very much so hidden on this coin. You know, it only pops up at the right light. Very, very dark overall finished surface to it. And they called this a 62 PL, which I'm actually somewhat fascinated with because I think the grade of the coin, once again, you got to look through the toning though, but I mean, yeah, there's some chatter under there. It's hard to see that is a lot of toning, folks. I wonder if they just discounted the overall grade because it was so thickly toned they couldn't see underneath it. So, this is wild America. Yeah, that's a wild coin right there, guys. All right, next up we had, it looks like we're to the bottom of the barrel here. We got a couple of peace dollars coming up. A couple of 1925 peace dollars, ACG grade, MS65. There weren't many peace dollars in this collective group, but I did like what I saw on this peace dollar here. I was actually very, very hopeful that it would actually come back as 65. It came back as 64. I'm always going to be intrigued at just how hard it is to get a nice looking peace dollar in a 65 holder. All right, and then here we go here. I can't put my coin in the holder. That's not a good sign. This one was graded MS66 by that other company that's not a real company. And I think I actually prefer the previous coin a little bit more. This one has a little bit more brightness to it overall. That fun little hint of toning on the edges of the coin, little iridescence. But I really like the other coin better overall for grade. But once again, a real pretty coin. I thought it had a shot at a 5, but it came back a 4 as well. So overall, just, man, we did good on this group, but also, once again, we were very, very picky on what we sent in, and we had fun sending them in. So thanks, guys, for joining us today. Anything that you see here for sale, if we still have it at the time the video drops, is in the show notes. Click on the title of the video, and the drop-down menu will have some of those. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.